Hello, I'm Piper. Welcome back to the first journey, and today's game will be against Nottingham Forest. What I have just noticed, we have seemingly been unable to beat them in 4 games, which is concerning. We've lost 2-1, 1-0, and then we drew 1-1 in the last 2 games. I'm not sure what order it goes in. But yeah, that's quite ominous. Not really what you want to see. The transfer window is closed. I am sad to report we couldn't get Arnautovic. We were able to talk to him and offer him a contract, but he wanted 94 grand, which I couldn't pay. The most I could do was 54 grand, I believe. But eventually he decided to go to Nice. Interestingly, he's only getting paid 17.5 grand, which I'm not sure that's something that he would do in real life. I know it says he's ambitious, but he did give up the Premier League to go play in China. So I kind of feel like the money probably would have spoken to him, and it would have been interesting to see what could he have done in the Championship. Words are tough. On to the transfers that I have done. We'll start off with people I brought in. We'll go back to the beginning. I spoke about Bennett last video. Fantastic long throws. You'll find out soon if he's scored off one yet, or if he's assisted one, should I say. James Garner. Noticed that an article today actually talking about, is he the future of Manchester United's midfield? Maybe not, according to Football Manager, or at least not yet. He could be in the future. But for now, in 2023, he's come to Stoke City on loan. Quite a good player. His debut, not too great, 6.2. He did give away the goal that made us lose the game, but he does look quite a nice player. Very excited to see what he can do. He likes to switch the ball to wide areas, which will be great in our wing play team. But yeah, quite an exciting player. Just all round good. Just all round really great. Perhaps not quite as aggressive as I'd like in it for a midfielder. Bravery's decent there, so he might still go in for tackles. But yeah, great passing, great vision. Excited for him. Next up, a very exciting player, Matthias Arezzo. Media description, wonder kid. Noticed him while I was at York. Obviously, he wasn't going to drop down to League 2, but he is willing to drop down to the Championship on loan. He wants to leave Manchester City, so hopefully, fingers crossed, dreams come true, we get promoted. I'd be curious to see if we can bring him in full time at Stoke. Very good player, isn't he? 5'11", 17 heading, jumping reach of 11. So while he isn't as tall as other strikers, he still is going to provide goals with his head, and he's probably better at finishing as well. First touch, great. Interestingly, he can cross and take corners, kind of, and take free kicks. So bit of versatility in what he can do. I'm not sure how often he's going to cross, but actually thinking about it, Glatzel has crossed quite a few times this season. So hey, he's going to maybe can replace Glatzel or at least rotate with Glatzel and get a few assists as well. Bit of a spoiler to his debut down there. I'm going to show that game because it's a good game. Jayden Braff, next loan signing. What I noticed when I joined Stoke is we hadn't taken advantage of the loan market at all, which I do wonder if that was done at the beginning of the season, maybe we'd be a little bit higher up the table, but it is what it is. We're here now. I'm taking advantage of it at this point. Good pace. I have loaned in 2 wingers, or 2 wide players at least, and I wasn't too sure about either of them, but he is quite decent. Good dribbling. Crossing is decent. Provides us a bit of pace on the wing, so if I do want to switch back to pass into space, maybe now's the time to do it. After him, Ethan Lard. I wanted some better cover on the fullbacks, on the wing backs in this case. Both my cover for the fullbacks and wingers, I don't think it's done a particularly good job, and I feel like it's a huge step down from my first team to my bench. So I wanted to get in some cover at least. Lord provides cover for both sides, and just a very good all-round player. Again, provides a bit of pace, crossing's decent, defensively sound. Not fantastic, but he can do a good job. So he'll provide good cover, if not just replacing Tommy Smith entirely on the right. Markande, again, I really wasn't sure about signing him, but I think he'll do decent. Okay pace, decent pace. I think probably better than who I have now, I think. Again, crossing average. I don't think he's going to replace Jacob Brown, but he will provide, I think, better cover than Poole. Potts, as you'll see over here, I've sold him to Portsmouth. I'll talk over that in a minute. And then finally, for signings, Harry Suter, I couldn't resist. I thought 4.1 was a bargain, personally. I think in the future, if he does reach his potential and we do get promoted, I think he can probably be sold for a good profit, if not just become a solid player for us. He does have a minimum release fee of 12 million. He did want a minimum release of, I think, 6 million, and I was like, no, mate. But anyway, apparently he's a makeshift midfielder. I don't think that's true. Not with that passing or vision. So I know I've got 4 good defenders. Wolfanden and Collins, I didn't feel like we're doing a good job. Bennett has come in and done a great job for us. He's basically he's like our Virgil van Dijk. Our defense was kind of shaky. He's come in. We've kept a lot more clean sheets. But yeah, I'm hoping putting him next to Bennett should give us a pretty solid defense. And then going on to people I've sold. Park is a young player, so is Fukala, who I've sent out on loan. With the signing of Sutar, Williams has become kind of obsolete. He's not going to get much game time. So I've sent him out on loan. He was starting to complain. So yeah, I didn't want to have people complaining in the team. Didn't want to have that pressure on the dynamic in the dressing room. So I've let him go. Interestingly, he didn't want to go to America, but he has played for both Shrewsbury and me this season. So he couldn't play for anyone else in England. He didn't want to go to America until pretty much the last day when I guess the game then kind of had him realise, oh, I might as well go play some games in America rather than just sit on the bench at Stoke. Clucas, similar to Williams, now that I've brought in Garner and Braff and Makande, he's probably not going to play. So he wanted to go on loan, sent him out to Millwall. I've already played Millwall. By the time he left, I'd already played Millwall twice. So hopefully he can help Millwall take a few points off our playoff rivals. Yeah, I don't think he's great. Fantastic work rate. But other than that, he's not really got anything that stands out. You've got just no real pace as a winger. I think I had 4 better options at centre mid. So, and Potts, I think Potts was terrible personally. So I decided, well, he's a decent player, but he's been playing terribly. He's done well at League One. I don't know if I can see his championships, but yeah, he's doing well at League One apparently. I think that's probably his level. I don't think he was very good for us. I didn't feel confident in him as a backup to Brown, so I thought I might as well get the money for him, let him go. That's the signings done. Going on to the schedule, we left off with 2 losses, 1 against Crewe. Not happy about that. Arsenal, that's more understandable. Fortunately for us, we picked up with a win against Bristol Rovers. Joe Allen, Glatzel with 2 goals and Penny. Better performance from us. Possession-wise, still didn't have more possession, but it's better than it used to be. We're no longer under 30%. More shots than them, more shots on target. I think we were dominating the game until quite late, and then all of a sudden they started to get some shots. Again, you can't really see their XG, but yeah, a deserved win for us. Very good performance. Following on from that, we've kind of had a pattern here with easy game, should be an easy game, should I say. Tough game, easy game, tough game. Watford, 2-2 draw. We scored very late on, 91st minute. Not quite the last minute, but again, possession slightly better than what we've been doing in the past. But yeah, Tashley and Glatzel scoring towards the end of the game for us. Shots, we had less shots than them, more on target. XG they had more XG, but it was kind of close. But I'm okay with a draw against Watford, playoff rivals. Then another win against Reading, technically playoff rivals, but not quite as much so as Watford. Possession, we actually had more possession this game. We destroyed them, quite frankly. They didn't have really any shots until the final 10 minutes. Then they got in a couple. I think I made a couple of substitutions. The team had gotten a bit weaker. XG far and above. It's a dominant, good win for us. And then finally, for wins at least, not the final game I'm going to talk about, unfortunately. 4-1 win against Millwall. I'm going to show you this game because, as you've probably seen, Arezzo on his debut scoring a hat-trick. We had more shots than them, more on target. Possession, they had slightly more, but very close, basically even. Beautiful long throw from Bennett to Oakley Booth. Smash it into top corner. Another set piece. Arezzo getting into space. Brilliant from Arezzo there. Copy and paste. Again, gets away from his marker. And then they scored. This is very rude, I think. A long ball goal against Stoke. And that's it's not very nice, is it? Kind of cheeky. Disrespectful. And then finally, another corner. Arezzo this time getting above Cooper, I believe. Not sure about Cooper. We'll have a look at Cooper. Number 5. So he got away from Cooper, or he destroyed Cooper that game. They'd give Hutchinson a 6.5, but 3 of the goals were just Arezzo getting away from Cooper and scoring. So I think that's a bit harsh. Wow, I'm seeing a few greens. He's a good player. Worth pointing out though, 5'11" Arezzo outjumped 6'7", 19 jumping reach, 16 heading Cooper for that last goal. Very impressive from Arezzo. Lots of traits, but yeah, quite a good player. I don't think he's worth 26 million. I think calm down. He is 28 years old. That's a bit crazy, but wow. So I think if Millwall, I don't know where Millwall are in the league. If they go down, I might have a cheeky look at Cooper. But yeah, let's get on to the league now. Where are Millwall? 15. They're not going down. Never mind. Forget I said it. We're in 6th, 1 point ahead of Watford today. We do have a game in hand, which we're going to play now. Tough game against Nottingham Forest though, so I don't necessarily know how that's going to go, but hopefully we could be 4 points clear after today. Other than that, while technically an automatic playoff place is possible, I think at this point, 13 points down, it is unlikely. I think from experience and looking at real life tables, I think you can only afford to really lose 7, 8 games, really. I know they've lost more than that, but this season I think it's different because Leicester have completely smashed the league. So I think you probably can afford to lose a couple of more. But typically, I'd say around 8 goals, 8 losses. Other than that, it's going to be hard to get promoted. We are already on 10. We could possibly do it, but I think we'll have to win pretty much every game, which is unlikely. Leicester are dominating the league. I'll have a look at where I love to look at the season preview. They've now had 10 of the 11 players, or the Dream 11. Erezo's quite close to the top though, unfortunately, slightly behind Almiron and Zaha, but with a bit of improvement, he maybe can get on here. Probably deserves it, but it is insane. We're predicted to come 7th now, which I hope is not foreshadowing of the future. David Moyes back at has he left Preston and gone to Motherwell? Or has he left Motherwell and come to Preston, I think. Yeah, back at Preston, an icon at Preston. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully terribly, quite frankly. But for the sake of Stoke, nothing against Preston. Any Preston fans who watch this. Dean Smith leaving. Was he fired at Aston Villa? He must have been. Yeah. He wouldn't willingly leave Aston Villa. But yeah, I think it's insane as well considering they sold £102 million. They've sold a lot of players and still have 10 of the best players in the league. Have a look at their transfer history. Iheanacho being sold. Wow. Asia being sold for 26. Yeah, so they've sold a lot of very good players. I think they've only just sold Iheanacho though. But yeah, Tillman's 49 million. They've done this and they've only brought in. Who they brought in? Al Neni. I don't think he's worth that much money, but fair dues. Daniel James. We'll scout him. Maybe worth 17 million, depending on how good he is. I don't think they needed another goalkeeper, but fair enough. And Neko Williams. How good's he? Looking pretty good. I'll scout him as well. How good can he be in the future, I wonder? But yeah, lots of sales here. Did they sell it? I think they sold Iheanacho in January, yeah. And Danny Ward is gone to sit on the bench at Man City. His entire career has been him sitting on the bench, apart from that one time at Huddersfield. Other than that, so in a 14-year career, he's had 72 appearances. That's shocking. That is terrible. But probably quite a nice pay hike. They were thinking when I scouted him, they were saying I could possibly pay him 12 grand a week. So to get 37 grand a week to sit on the bench at Man City, fair dues. So yeah, on to today's game then. So this is the team that I'm going to play against Forest. I've decided to give Lord another game. I feel like it's kind of harsh to judge people on the game against Brentford because, they're probably the second or third best team in the league. I'd say probably the second. They're the only team that's beat Leicester, so kind of harsh to judge him on that performance. I've brought Garner in. Again, I don't want to judge him on that game against Brentford. I've put Arezzo on the bench though. He has played 2 games in a row and thought I'd give him a break. Go back to the tried, tested Glatzel and Klaus. Other than that, no real changes. Again, Sutar gets his, I'm going to say, proper debut. But again, don't want to judge him against Brentford. This is going to be a hard game though, so maybe it's kind of harsh to judge him against Forest. Not quite as much as Brentford, but we could really do with winning this game. I think in terms of automatic promotion, we'd have had to probably beat Brentford. And probably we can't afford to lose that game against Crewe either if we did really want to get automatic promotion. So I think the playoffs are going to be the way to go, which is kind of concerning because quite a few of my players probably should have scored that penny, are not fans of big matches, fair to say. Maybe I should have left Arezzo on when I scored this. Brown. What's he going to do with it? Oh, this is good. This is better than a corner. No, it's not, apparently. Never mind. I was excited then. I was like, ooh, Bennett's going to pump this into the box. But he isn't. They have a throw instead. Okay. I was about to get annoyed because the left mid there was in so much space and Glatzel will score this. Glatzel! No! I was so excited. When he didn't just blast it at the goalkeeper, I thought, oh, he scored. I'm so used to this just being blasted at the goalkeeper or just shot stupidly wide. When he chipped it, I was excited. What a save from Davis there. God, should have scored that. Should be 1-0. A lot of highlights for 6 minutes in, though. Come on, run for that. Don't know who that is. Who is that? Number 9? Glatzel, I think. I think it's Glatzel. One more Glatzel. Oh, we should be winning a lot. Should be winning a lot. Don't know how that's an extra year 0.3. Definitely should have scored that. Oh, another long throw. What's the goalkeeper doing there? When I saw him run out, well, seems like he's running quite far for this. Why has he come all that far? Ran into everyone. Look, he didn't. It looks like his players have run away from his punch. But yeah, looking at their team, damn. Carvalho, Patrick Bamford. Okay. Quite frankly, in my opinion. Oh, he red card. Good. I like it. Anyway, Bamford, yeah. Should be going to the Euros, in my opinion. Klaus there. We've hit the bar twice now. But yeah, Bamford. I'll get my words out eventually. Bamford should be in the Euros, in my opinion. I always picked Ollie Watkins in that provisional squad ahead of him. We should be 3-0 up. I don't know. In my opinion, Bamford's had a great season. No, I think Watkins is a good player. I just think, I think if you need a replacement for Harry Kane, Bamford is the obvious choice. Someone who is going to drop back a little bit, maybe. If that's his plan with Kane, obviously Southgate might be telling him not to drop back, but yeah, I feel like Bamford offered more. Either way. Goalkeeper came for that one, but Garner should. Oh. Kind of hard. I was going to say should score, which is probably perhaps a bit harsh considering he was shooting from outside the box, but the goalkeeper was, quite far out. So I got confused at the XG. Every team seems to be red and a really dark colour you can't see, and I thought I was red, and I was like, what? We should be way higher than them. Yeah, keep going. They're a man down, so kill them, in my opinion. Let's have a look at fitness. Is everyone good fitness-wise? Penny seems to be struggling. Maybe it's a good time to bring in Braff for Penny. He's not a very good winger. So if I do this, then I put you on. Nope. If I put you on defend, maybe? I keep you on support because I think you'll stay back a bit. Either way. Yeah, anything else I should do? I'm going to bring on a Rezo, I think. I'll bring on a Rezo now, actually. Stuff it. Do it now. Give him the whole second off. This is his live debut in a game where we should be dominating. We should be probably 3-0 up. We've hit the crossbar twice. I think if Garner was a bit more accurate, he could have scored that goal from outside. Oh, we've injured a player as well. Nice. We're just getting rid of their team. Another long throw. Come on. Give it to Arezzo. Brown. Oh, Brown again. Oh, that's basically the first goal on repeat. I don't think the goalkeeper came out as far that time, but Brown just dinked over him. Beautiful. Come on, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if Brown's good at heading. Ooh, the goalkeeper there collided with the post. He's in pain. Their defense is playing terribly, apart from McKenna. McKenna's playing well. I feel like I'll go. Whoa. Just realised half my team's dead. 81st minute. Same old me. I'll bring off Booth, give him a break. Is Brown good at heading? 12, not bad. Probably shouldn't be beating the goalkeeper like that, but I'll take it. Hey, you're not allowed throw-ins. Throw-ins are exclusively a Stoke City thing. How rude. McKenna there. Beautiful ball from Timon. Or not. Erezo just went, yeah, I'm not getting that. Zeeb. Yeah, I think if Wolfenden and Collins were playing instead of Bennett there, they wouldn't have got that ball. They'd have left it, and I think it'd be 2-1, and that'd be squeaky bum time. Never, it might happen anyway. Oh god, he's just run between everyone. This is. It is. Never mind. We're going to squeaky bum time. What is this though? What is it? What are my defenders doing? The boat just let. Why? Close him down. What annoys me is he can score that, but my striker, 1-on-1, no one around him, can't score. Either way, looks like we've won. So I'm happy with the win, but that defending at the end, I was like, oh, Bennett's fixed my defense, and then that happens. I should be happy with the win, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at that. I'll say it's a good win. I will lie. I mean, it was a good win, but I guess it's not a lie. It is a good win. But you're defending. It should have been a few more goals. You're right there. Kieran Abley. That's a strange spelling of Kieran. Kyron, maybe. But yeah, this is good. 4 points clear. Only 1 point behind Birmingham. Goal difference is better than Birmingham. Probably won't be too important as long as we get in the top 6. It might be important against Watford, but I'm not sure how. I guess it would be nice actually if Nottingham Forest do come fourth. If we can come fifth and play Forest rather than Newcastle, probably the better game. Just give me confidence to know that we can beat teams in the top 6 as well. But yeah, let's have a look at the schedule. Next game, Blackburn. When will I be back? I think the natural one is Newcastle, but we've already played them once this season, so I might come back for the Wednesday game on a Saturday. Hey. Or the Bristol City. Or Palace. Ooh. I think I'll do Wednesday, Palace. Have you done Palace on a live comp? We haven't, have we? No. I'm a very organised YouTuber. So Wednesday, Palace, and then we'll end it on Leicester. Unless one of these games becomes incredibly important. So like if we have to win that, if we win this game to get into the playoffs, I'll probably do the Swansea game instead. But that's the future me to care about. Not for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.